Alright guys, back at you with another wonderful, exciting edutainment video wearing the same shirt that I did on Sunday. Makes you wonder. Do I wear the same clothes every day? No. Did I film this the same day as the other show? Possibly, because I was so excited and am so excited about what we're talking about. So, remember this guy right here? CT100? Well, how about the CT200? Bigger and better, as you can see by the size of the box. Super excited to see what's the difference. Why do they need to do two models? They look a little bit differently, but you know, what's really different about them? But we're gonna find out here in just a minute, guys. You ready for more cassettes? You're not gonna wanna miss this.
This is Record-ology.
Okay, and just like the CT100, the CT200 is also made by Leotech. In this case, it started off as the LT448, although the LT448 apparently has shortwave, which mine does not, so there are some variations. All right, enough of that. Let's get into it, you guys. As with the CT100, the box is beautiful. I love the artwork. The device looks to be vintage, very sharp looking, very nostalgic. I just love it. The evocative feeling of unboxing electronics. And by the way, I miss the days when electronics came in boxes. Everything now comes in these bubble things that you can, cut yourself to death trying to open. But back in the day, opening electronics that came in a box was awesome. Usually on the outside would only have some sort of basic line art. So really the unboxing process was even more fun back then. I love the packaging here though. Okay, so we've got the power cord, gonna untwist that. And like the other one, has a really hefty, heavy-duty power cord. And in the box, you're going to get the user manual in like 3 or 4 different languages. But do hold on to that because it does have a lot of useful information in there. It explains, how to use each function, as well as the warranty card. Definitely hold on to the warranty card. That is something that you're going to want to have. Okay, and removing the foam blocking material. Here's the anti-static wrap. Let's go ahead and take that off. I love this moment, you guys. The first hands to touch it, and it is gorgeous. It is bigger than the other unit. This feels to me like the perfect size. Whereas the other one seemed a little bit 70s, this one feels solid 80s. Look at all the batteries this thing takes. That's amazing. And by the way, obviously you can power it off of batteries, although I'll be using the power cord. That's just the way I like to roll. And on the back there, we've also got the headphone jack, which is kind of interesting that that's on the back. This is all mono, but you will get 2-channel output. So you can listen to headphones and get sound out of both ears, although the sound will be truly mono. Let's go ahead and take all the plastic wrap off. And I don't show it here, but so many of the surfaces had plastic on top of them. It's got that good textured plastic. It's got a good hefty feel. The handle feels right. It just feels like they used to, guys. It feels like that Montgomery Ward's vintage Sears or whatever product. And looking at them side by side, you can see it is slightly bigger here. It just has the right feel. And the CT100 too is good size-wise, but really the size of the CT200 is perfect. I love it. And of the two, the CT200 is definitely my favorite, although it is somewhat limited, as we're going to discover here in a minute. So take a look at that all the way around the sides, you guys. It just screams vintage 1980s cassette tape radio technology. And as you can see, this one does a couple things the other one doesn't do, and vice versa. It's got a good gradual descend on the tape player there. It says semi-auto stop. That's kind of weird. We'll have to figure that out. As with every tape player these days, the actual mechanism is made by Tanishin of Tokyo, Japan. Everything from Panasonic, Toshiba, Crosley, you name it, is going to use the same mechanism. Here's the tuner. It's got a good string tuner on it. It's got a good feel, good drag, and as you could see there a second ago, it does have a VU meter. The subtle touches are what really makes this, you guys. I love the design aesthetic. I love the silver. I love the textured plastic. It's just got a great look and feel to it. The buttons have a good snap to them. Lots of little chrome finishings and things like that. It is a tape recorder, although, like I said, it's mono. This one gives you bass and treble control. The CT200 does not have the USB and SD capabilities the 100 had. All right, let's go ahead and test out the radio.
And support.
Well, you get true market pricing. in you for his good purpose. So I always just ask God along the way.
The sound was good and clear, just like the CT100. So let's go ahead and test out the tape player. Here we go. The pitch on mine is just a tad bit high, which is not uncommon with these types of mechanisms. It can be adjusted. All right, let's test out the mic. Okay, we are testing this tape machine. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't look like the VU meter works for recording, only for playback, but I am talking into this device, and hopefully you can hear me clearly. Obviously, this would just be used for dictation, very rudimentary recording quality as expected on a device like this, but still interesting. I'm not sure what semi-auto stop is, but this does not have a full auto stop, just like the CT100. Okay, we are testing this tape machine. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't look like the VU meter works for recording, only for playback, but I am talking into this device, and hopefully you can hear me clearly. Obviously, this would just be used for dictation, very rudimentary recording quality as expected on a device like this, but still interesting. At the end of the day, this is definitely my favorite of the two, even though it's got a little bit less features. I love the size, I love the form factor and the design. The sound works good for me, guys. I think it's perfectly fine. For what it is, guys, it's an awesome device. Highly recommended. One more thing I forgot to mention, it does have Bluetooth, so you can connect your phone and use this as a cool retro Bluetooth speaker as well. You know, I may have to change the name of the show to Cassette-ology because I'm having so much fun with these tapes. Now, I never will do that. We're Record-ology, but at the same time, you guys, this is awesome. I love this stuff. If you want to get your hands on the C200 or the C100, click on the link in the description below. I'll post the links down there. And yeah, I love the new packaging that they came out with this year at CES. I did see these briefly. If you go back and look at our CES videos, I made a playlist, a CES playlist. One of the videos where we're just walking the floor, I showed some cool stuff. I'm pretty sure these were in there. At least this one was. I don't know if they had the C200, but this was, the CT100 was definitely on display, as well as a lot of other cool things as well. So it's kind of a preview of what you may be seeing, but I got to go into the research and development room where we were talking. They called it their private room or their secret room at Crosley. And I wasn't allowed to film, but I was able to see prototypes and stuff and hear about what they're working on. And guys, there's some cool stuff, super cool stuff. So I'm going to try and show you as much of that as possible this year. But in addition to the cool Crosley stuff, we got some awesome stuff from Victrola coming up, as well as a lot of other manufacturers, equipment and stuff like that, as well as our ongoing videos on, you know, how to operate your turntable and other equipment and component audio stuff as well. This is a two-way street, meaning that I need you to participate as well. So I really want to hear from you guys. So definitely send me your comments. I read all of them. I try to respond to everyone that I can. Just shoot me your comments, your questions. If you have stuff for us to review, records or whatever, the P.O. box is listed in the About tab and in the description of these videos. So you can send me anything you want, you know, within reason that has to do with what we do. Don't send me your dirty laundry. But, you know, I would like to hear from you guys and see what you've got, because we'll do a review show. You send me records, we'll review it for sure. I'll get on the show, give you a shout out. Happy to do so. If you guys are starting your YouTube channel as well, and a couple of you have done this already, you know, if you send something to review or whatever, you know, we can, you know, cross promote and be happy to give you guys a shout out, you know, like a lot of others did for me early on. So happy to be along for this journey, guys. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I'm so excited. But anyway, that's all for now. Too much coolness for one video. Happy record hunting. We'll see you next time.